Celebrating Nebraska's schools, state senators hear several education bills and a report outlining the importance of supporting early childhood education and teachers in this Week in Review. Welcome to the Week in Review at the Nebraska Department of Education. I'm David Jesperson, Public Information Officer for NDE. Thank you so much for watching this brief update. The goal over the next few minutes is to fill you in on some of the news, notes, and events that have happened recently involving NDE. And we'll start off with celebrations. This week we celebrated our students with Parochial Schools Week and I Love Public Schools Day. This week is Catholic Schools and Lutheran Schools Week. There's a lot of great work being done inside parochial schools, and they're a great fit for many Nebraska students. They have great teachers as well, including Lindsay Hartman from St. Patrick Catholic School in Lincoln, who was honored recently with the Oscars of Teaching, or the Milken Educator Award. We also celebrated the great choices Nebraska families have for education in the state between homeschool, private and parochial schools, and public schools. There's something for everyone. And of course, we also celebrated I Love Public Schools Day on Wednesday. Nebraska ranks #1 in the nation in its commitment to public education, and we're proud to support more than 325,000 public school students, more than 23,000 public school teachers, and more than 1,100 public schools within 244 public school districts and 17 educational service units. Nebraska is fortunate to have great schools, teachers, and students all across the state. Outside of the celebrations, state senators discussed several bills this week involving education. The Education Committee heard testimony on a bill that would require special language assessments for children who are deaf or hard of hearing, and a bill that would officially recognize American Sign Language as distinct language in state law. ND staff testified in favor of both bills and pointed out that much of that work is already being done, and sign language is recognized as an official language by NDE. Under another bill heard by the Education Committee, Nebraska school districts would train teachers, administrators, and other staff regarding how to manage student behavior. LB 998 currently states that each district would offer behavioral awareness and intervention training to teachers, administrators, paraprofessionals, school nurses, and counselors each year, beginning with the 2021-2022 school year. Although many Nebraska schools already provide similar training, LB 998 would ensure that every school employee has at least some basic training in managing student behavior. Finally this week, the Nebraska Early Childhood Workforce Commission released its report and recommendations for elevating the state's early childhood workforce. Commissioner Blumstead is part of the commission and spoke at the event about the importance of early education and the role of quality teachers for those children. More than 75% of Nebraska's children under age 6 are in some form of care while parents work. The Commission wants to ensure the early childhood workforce is highly qualified and diverse, fully funded high-quality care and education by 2030, champion the critical role of the early childhood workforce in young children's learning and development, and implement the Commission's recommendations through the formation of a statewide coalition. To read the report and for more information about the Commission, go to earlyyearsmatter.org/workforce. And thank you for tuning into this Week in Review. We'll see you next time with the latest news from NDE.